Yo! And then there was 4. The NFL divisional round has wrapped up, and we're here back in Madden to simulate the Championship Sunday, AFC and NFC. In this video, we're doing the AFC Championship game. First, quick recap. Last week, Madden yet again got another one wrong, so that's now at least 3 in a row and 0-2 in the playoffs. But it's okay. It has 3 more times to redeem itself. But in this video, we're doing the AFC Championship game, so no neutral site this time. Don't have to worry about that. We go off to Kansas City as we have a rematch of last year's, as we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
We all know what happened last year.
We've got the crew set
Cincinnati went into Kansas City.
Between the Cincinnati Bengals
took on
and
the Kansas City Chiefs. One of the firmly games in postseason history against the Buffalo Bills. Went to overtime.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles,
team
you
that
talk about
hasn't won a playoff
storylines
game
in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks.
30
Certainly 2 of the
years.
best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
2 franchise
the way the
quarterbacks.
game is played, with all the
Had
responsibility
one
he
of the
has,
longest
and how the
tenured
game
coaches
flows
in the
through
league.
him, if he's not on the top
Could
of his
not
game, your
win
team's not
a
going to
playoff
benefit
game
at all.
if their life depended on it. And last year, second, third-year head coach, second-year quarterback. They went on a run. They finally won a playoff game. They took on the big dogs and made it to the Super Bowl, but yet still couldn't grasp and win it all. But here we are. They're back at it again. But the biggest question of them all is the health and status of Patrick Mahomes. We all saw what happened in that game against Jackson in the division round on Saturday. He gets caught up in the pocket, gets
Here's the
sandwiched,
kicker,
and
Harrison Butker, ready to
hurts
get
his
this
leg,
one
his ankle.
started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
He missed
And that'll carry
several,
over the
missed a
back
quarter
line of the
and a
end
half
zone
or
for a
so.
touchback. The Bengals offense
But
here
in the
ready to
second half,
rock and
he
roll. Joe
delivered,
Burrow
and
is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we
And
like
the
even
question
more,
is, how is he
guys who
gonna
can fight
react
through
this week?
adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio
I'm pretty
State,
sure he's not.
doesn't get a chance to
he's gonna be
start,
limited in
transfers to
practice, and I'm
LSU,
pretty sure
not
he's
thought to
gonna
be a
play.
top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft,
That
and
begins
justifies
the
it.
big
Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
The big question is, Mahomes wants to play. He has the passion, he wants to play and so forth. He's not. This isn't similar to Jay Cutler in the 2010 NFC Championship game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the
We all
ground.
know this.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
How bad the injury is. This ain't like Lamar Jackson, who doesn't have a contract after this year.
Well, let's flip it over
And
to
it's
the
like, why
defensive
do I
side.
want to get
They
hurt?
now have the advantage.
And I know I'm going to get
3
paid
3-yard gains. That means they're punting the
play.
ball likely on 4th
And
down.
I'm not being
That's what you're
paid
looking
to
for
play
when you're
right
playing
now in this
defense.
situation.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that play going
It's that
absolutely
great debate.
nowhere as
Hey,
he's
how much
belted before he could
passion
get out
and
of the
love do you have in
backfield.
this game
This
that
will be
you
a
play
loss of
through
3, and now a
injury?
much tougher
How
third
much you want to help your
down.
team?
Hey, we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the
And
play he makes
it's
there?
so much fun,
Nowhere to
so much
run,
fun.
and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And we see it all the time.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening
The
drive.
heart, the drive, the soul, the passion to play well.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right.
He's gonna
And
be
he
short.
slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain
And
of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how
because in my mind, there was room to run,
the
and he
week
had the
goes
marker in
and
his
how
sight. But
everything
I certainly
develops
didn't
and
expect them to
how
close so quickly,
for
and neither
Mahomes,
did he. They got
you
to
know,
him just in time, and now that forces him
minimum,
to make a
he
decision
has one more
with this
game
fourth
left
down
this year.
call.
Maximum
And now a
2.
low liner. I think he mishit it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So that's going to be the big question.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he
Week
loses
after
it,
weekend
somehow
on the
Paul
AFC
finds his
side,
way
in the
back
AFC
to it.
Championship game,
Atone
week
for
after the
his
AFC
sin, and you know
playoffs.
he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The KC offense set to go,
first,
led as always
you know,
by the
Kansas
gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick
nothing new here.
Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold
Since
standard for
the
quarterbacks in
injury
today's
has taken
NFL
over as
because
the
of his
head
ability
coach
to create, find the open man, use all the different
Kansas
arm
City
angles that he
Chiefs.
has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around
Let's
him.
see now. Okay, so he just put Philadelphia from 99 to 2012.
At the 40.
And I think he's been in Kansas City since 2013. Because he didn't take no days off.
Out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about
And near the end of
second
it,
down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see if I can find this really quick.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll find
His
Juju
tenure in Philly
Smith-Schuster. And they'll get
was a
this down to
success.
around the 47-yard line.
3 straight NFC Championship games early. I think he took them to 5. And he took Philly to a Super Bowl for the first time since the early 80s. I think it was like their first time in 20 years. But they fell short. No, he went to 4 straight. Okay, this is how great Andy Reid is. First year
On first down,
in
Mahomes.
Philly.
And this one caught by
I
Travis
know
Kelce.
I'm excited about
And
that.
he's going to be marked down just inside the
First year in Philly, 5-9. Okay.
I think
I
when
asked
they
him
look at their offense, they think
next
to
year,
themselves, weapons everywhere. They
put
want to
the
move
record
the
down
ball
and
around.
finish
They want to
second,
spread
but
it to
then lost
different
in the
people.
division round.
But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved
Same
as well.
record in
And that's what they just
2001.
did on that play.
But NFC Championship game lost. 2002, 12-4. Losing the NFC Championship game again. 2003.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
12-4 again. Losing the NFC Championship game once again. Fourth time
They'll
to
run for the first time with Jerick
charm.
McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I'll take it up. No, they beat
The
Atlanta.
last run
that
got
was it.
6, now 2nd and 4.
Okay, but they get to the NFC, they finally win it, and then
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
they lose in the Super Bowl.
This
They're
one
down
complete
into
to
it,
Mecole
and we are down into it.
And they'll take it down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an
Then
opportunity.
we make the playoffs 3 more times for Philly in 2008, 2009, 2010,
The way
but
they're moving the ball now, that
his
shouldn't
fifth and
take
final
much
NFC
longer.
Championship appearance,
And they've established a
they lose
great
to Arizona.
balance so far.
And
Running,
they lost to
passing,
Dallas in the
doing
wild
what
card
they
round
want
in
on
2009 and
offense.
lost to the Packers in
Mahomes
2010.
now on first down. The
But
tight
then
end Kelce
2011
has it
and
over the middle.
2012, just the
And
crappiest
down the
game
94, they get it
ever.
inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still
He
got to
gets
finish it
hired off
off,
the streets.
partner, and that means they've got to
Kansas City
execute
2013.
at this
He's been
stage of
there
the
since
field.
2013.
So we've
This is
seen
11
many teams
seasons
marching
coaching
right
there.
to the goal line and
10
not
seasons.
cash in. They've
Something
got something
like
dialed up
This is
here
10
that puts it
seasons.
in the end zone.
Philly.
So first and goal
Yeah,
now for the
Kansas City.
7-yard
First in
line.
Kansas City, 11-5. you know, but lost.
They'll try and run this one
Epic collapse.
And he's brought down right
against
at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is another game. Kansas City had
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They finished 9-7, finished second, missed the playoffs in 2014, but then
they
made the playoffs.
Line. Here's second and goal.
They've only missed the playoffs once with Andy Reid, and that was.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Okay, they were a game.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
They were a game behind.
Jared McKinnon from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
But then,
well, you've got to like that start by both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
They finally win a playoff game, but they lose the divisional round.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be.
But then, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
When you get a 3 and
7
out,
straight
you're supposed to take advantage of it on the
West
offensive side of the ball. You
championships.
said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Butkus on target.
2016,
And it's now
2017,
7-0
2018,
game.
2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Bills as well, we lost the divisional round. In 2016, we lost in the wild card round. 2017, but then this epic run of AFC Championship games 1, 2, 3, 4. This is their 5th AFC Championship game. Sounds familiar. And we've been to 5 AFC Championship games with Philly, and it's been to 5 with Kansas City. First one, lost the Patriots again.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it
year,
away.
they win, they get to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl. 2020.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
In
And the first
overtime,
drive, 3
they
and
lose
out.
to
Second
Cincinnati.
possession. See if they can get a little
Here
momentum.
we are,
And
rematch.
oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts.
It's going to be
It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go.
Anyways,
Kinda get a look
I
at
know
them,
I
get
got
a sense.
something,
Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see
Anyways,
what the defense
Saturday,
does here, too, after a
divisional
good
round.
stop.
Jags.
Now
Chiefs.
Burrow on first down. He's
And-
got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
It looked
And
like it
from
was
the
going to be
25, they work
all
this to the
Kansas City.
29, a gain of 4.
Outside, but after
They'd
the
love to just
Mahomes
start back
injury,
with a touchdown
it's
right
like,
here. If it's a
oh,
long
this
play,
Jacksonville's
so be
changed,
it.
but
Main
Jacksonville
goal,
never got a
get a
chance to
couple of
settle
first
in.
downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow
No,
their defense to get a
mind.
chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, I mean, it was
Throwing
7-7
again
after
on
the
second
first
down.
quarter. But then the Chiefs were able to get 10
He's got a
points.
man, complete. And they
Jacksonville
get this
was able to get field goal
well
just
past
beforehand.
midfield before being stopped just
Mahomes
before
comes
the
back out,
35. It's a gain of 35.
Kansas City
Well,
to the
partner, I'm
10th
not sure how
lead
this
again.
drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip
Jacksonville
field
got
position
touchdown
there?
early in
A
the
nice
fourth,
attacking
but
play
then
that picked up a heck of a
Chiefs got
chunk of
another
yardage.
touchdown, go back up by 10. And with 25 seconds left in the game, Jacksonville kicks a field goal to pull within 7. And they had a costly fumble early, previous drive. That didn't happen. They probably settled for a field goal, tried the onside kick,
all the way down inside the 40
so on
now
and so
for
forth.
first and 10.
It was all
Here's
Kansas City.
Burrow setting up to throw it.
Sure, it was
This
a
is
tie
caught.
game.
And all the
But-
way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar
It
Chase,
just
36
Jacksonville just came up
yards.
short,
And
even
the
with the hobble.
Bengals are
Even
within
with the
an
hobble,
extra
the
point of
Mahomes.
tying up this ball game.
And
Partner, remember that old
repeat
film of Peyton Manning
one of his,
going through the route tree with his great
former,
receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type
coaches
of work here
and Doug
today.
Peterson.
These guys know each other
I
so
mean, we
well,
go back
they
way
don't even
back,
have to call the
back to
play.
the
They can just look
days.
each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection
So-
is perfect.
And it was the first time Trevor Lawrence
Extra
ever
point
lost
by
on a
McPherson,
Saturday.
up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Interesting.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on
And
just 3 plays.
Jacksonville
and it was
just couldn't
Jamar
take
Chase
advantage.
who
This just
finished it
shows
off
how
with a touchdown
well-rounded
reception.
Chiefs are. That even when they're their general goes down, they rally around Chad Henne and make sure they don't lose focus. But the real question is, Cincinnati's not Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it
And
away.
if Cincinnati does,
Very short
I
kick
can't say
taken
what they
right at the
did
20.
to Buffalo.
And they'll be set up for
Cincinnati's
this.
gone back to
Here's
the
they have it up to the
Well,
35-yard
speaking
line.
of Cincinnati,
Kansas City taking
it
the
was a
field for
snowy
their
game
second
in
drive.
Buffalo.
The
You know, couldn't
offense
ask for
coming
anything
back
better,
out here, plenty
except
of
for
energy, ready to
Buffalo
roll,
win.
looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
Cincinnati
And that's
just
a great
came
feeling to
out of
have on
the
the
gate.
sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the
Burrow
field,
just
I'll
couldn't
guarantee
miss.
you all they want to do is get back
And
out there because they know they have the
their
upper
opening
hand on
drive,
that defense right now.
Marched down the
They've got
field.
good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at
They
their
march down the
35-yard
field.
line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Getting an early
And nothing
touchdown.
much materializing there on the first down
Buffalo,
run. He'll get a
same
couple
thing
and
now.
that's it.
You've got to be
Same
impressed by the
thing.
defensive
Marched down the
front
field,
on
getting
reps
another
like
touchdown.
those. They were not
It's
being moved
14-0
off the line,
heading
kept
into
their
the
shoulders square,
second quarter.
and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball.
And Buffalo
limit
doesn't get
that
the ball until
game.
midway
The last
through the
run
second
got a
quarter.
couple.
They
Here's
cut that
2nd and
in
8.
half. And by halftime, it
Now
was
here's
17-7.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7
This isn't
on
the
the
Buffalo
play,
team
and
that we
that'll bring
saw
up what looks to
all
be
year.
a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a
Why are
half a
they
foot.
just human? Poop in the bed. Then midway through the third quarter, Buffalo gets a field goal, pulls within 7, but then after that was all Cincinnati. Cincinnati gets a touchdown.
Here's a give up the middle.
2 touchdowns, and then a field goal.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45.
And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. The
An
Cinderella
11-yard
story,
pickup, and
the
it's
heartfelt
enough for a Chiefs
emotion
first
for
down.
Lamar
Usually we see
Henry.
runs like this as the
All
defense
of
breaks
them,
down
you
later in the
look,
game, but
yeah,
this
people
guy's
cheered,
setting the tone
you know,
early,
hopefully
running through
for
all types of tackles and
full
put the defense
recovery.
back on its
Who knows
heels.
if we'll see him ever out there on the field again with shoulder pads and a helmet. But it was all Cincinnati. And Buffalo just looked awful. I mean, Josh Allen had a couple interceptions, 1 interception at the end of the game. They couldn't run the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Cincinnati could, and they just could
Dump
get
down to
pressure.
McKinnon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a nice game
And then the
broken
story.
tackle
Now,
along the way.
the
Really, we
question
shouldn't be surprised, should we?
comes.
That's what runners do, especially the best
Sadly,
ones. They break tackles
Josh
and
Allen.
gain extra yardage.
I already saw something like, oh, Josh Allen is the Aaron Rodgers.
2nd and 4.
Present day Aaron Rodgers can't win the big one in the postseason. And I mean, okay,
Now Mahomes.
that's always a fun comparison.
Finding Hardman here over the middle.
Just
And
because
he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at
only
the
one
Bengals
team
28.
wins it.
It's a gain of 11 yards
Okay.
that time, and it produces a
And
new set of downs.
There's
One
been
of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play.
boy,
Never lock in on any one guy.
how many
Make sure you keep your
quarterbacks
eyes
have won
moving,
multiple
scan the
times?
field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Starr, Montana, Bradshaw, Aikman, both Mannings, obviously Tom Brady.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on
I mean,
that one. Read his keys,
Out of
made the
56
play,
Super Bowls,
and he couldn't even get going moving the
I
football.
can think of maybe.
They go play action. Now
Roethlisberger, forgot
Mahomes.
about him. That's at least 8.
And he's got Hardman
So, I mean,
in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's been to 5 straight
Touchdown.
championship
And the
games,
Chiefs have
championship
taken the
Sundays.
lead.
He's been 2 Super Bowls.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
And
probably the exact size
it's 2-4,
necessary, because I think if he had another half
Tom
size,
Brady is the
that catch doesn't count,
part.
and he's able to get it in, and it counts for a
Josh
touchdown.
Allen. Okay. They got to the AFC Championship game.
Butker now to add the
I think it was
extra point.
2020 when they played Kansas City. And, it's the first year that they don't play Kansas City in the playoffs for the first time in
It's up
2-3
and good,
years.
and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
And most of their games have been thrillers. So, I mean, another season, another loss for Buffalo. And like I said, only one team wins it all. And it's very hard to repeat, and we haven't seen a repeat champion since 2002, 2003, New England Patriots.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Several teams gone to back-to-back Super Bowls.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
They went to 3
now
straight.
They just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
52 when they lost the field.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Tom Brady kept winning every other one.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get it down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Championship Sundays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
AFC. So I don't think
here's
they
Burrow.
didn't lose to Denver.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Baltimore, New England, back-to-back years. And then that's when Baltimore got Justin Tucker. Oh, here we go. We'll do some AFC Championship.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh, look at him.
He's got some breathing room.
Stats. Oh, look at that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
There you have it. 14-7 after one.
start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Burrow.
We'll do that first, and we'll look at the AFC Championship game as a whole.
Get this down to the
How
10.
did these two teams
Mark
get
that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
They want this.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Bills and the Chiefs had an epic back and forth battle that went to overtime. And oh man, I can remember how I forget who scored what first, but they gave the one team too much time. If they just script it or pooch punt it, they would have took more time off the clock, and there was no way the game would end up in the tie in overtime. But I digress.
They'll give it to Mixon.
So,
and he's going to be met at the
since that game,
taken down.
overtime's been around since what, 70.
It'll be 2nd and goal.
The mid-late 70s, early 80s, maybe. And
linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
it wasn't until after the
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Vikings Saints playoff game, the championship game, that we got to change the overtime rules, and that whole thing, that a field goal team to win it on the first drive. Except for sundown. Too bad, so sad. That's how it goes.
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them
And
as
then,
well.
okay, so both teams get a chance at touching the ball unless there's a defense, a touchdown, or safety. Unless there's a touchdown or a safety, and the opening
Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. They're going to go with it incomplete. The Kansas City
the team that
defense
gets the ball
tough to
first gets the
throw
field goal,
there.
the other
And
team
now it's
can
4th
rebuttal,
down.
and they can win with a touchdown. Which I don't know if that has or has not happened. I've
So
seen
on
where
4th down, off
they kick
goes
the field goal, the
Burrow.
other
In
team
comes
takes the
Evan
field goal, and then a
McPherson for the
touchdown.
Bengal field goal.
But I also feel like there's been more ties in
McPherson's
the
kick is
and
good.
especially since they took
And
5
they'll
minutes
cut the
off
lead
of
back down to
overtime.
4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one.
I almost say
Field
just
goal,
let them
you'll
play an
take.
extra 15 minutes no
Punts,
matter what.
you really don't want to do that.
And then
In this case, they'll
if
take
they're
the
still
field
tied
goal
after 15
and get
in
prepared for the rest of the game.
Postseason, play another 15. But since that they changed the overtime rules that both teams, even if one gets a touchdown on the opening drive, the other team gets a touchdown, gets a possession. But
So
if
after the
both
main
teams
field
have
goal,
had
here's
chance to possess
McPherson
the
to
ball
send
at
this
least
one
once,
away.
and more scores have been made,
And this will be
then
a
it's
touchback
nice
as
score
that
win.
sails over the end line. Out comes Patrick
and
Mahomes and
a
the
safety
Chiefs
is about the only
offense.
way that would
And
end
the
the game
numbers for the last
without the other
drive,
team
and he was perfect,
officially
which
having
maybe
offense
isn't
on there.
surprising because he has not missed a pass in this
So,
game yet.
anyways,
And it lets you know just how
And
precise
so
things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because
like
that means the
these two
line's
teams have
blocking
been,
really well.
Kansas City's
No
been
one's
really,
dropping
but
any of the
as
passes
first-
thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate.
Yeah, let's see
Almost
how
like a
Kansas City
pitcher
got here.
throwing a no-hitter or a
Got back
perfect
to
game,
the
isn't it?
AFC Championship
He's the
game.
principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to
So
find out
we
if he
start
can keep
off
that
week
perfect
one.
game
They
going here,
go to
partner.
Arizona. Oh,
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick
they start the
six
season
for the
off in
Bengals
Arizona, and they
team.
just demolished the Cardinals. Then the following week, they take on
An
division
excellent play
rivals,
there,
the
CD, on
Chargers.
the
They
pick
beat
six,
them
and
in
I
a
think
close one.
were they a nickel? Did they have
So
an
they
extra
start
DB
2-0.
out there?
But
Yeah,
then they
Brandon, I
go
think they
to
went standard nickel,
Indianapolis,
not the
who's
Buffalo, as teams like to
0-1.
call it, meaning three
And
safeties for
something
big
just not
nickel.
clicking.
They just
And
wanted
the
to take away the
Colts
quarterback's
beat
throwing
them
lanes, and
first
that's
win of the
exactly
season for
what
the-
they did,
for the Chiefs.
and came through with a big-time pick six.
Colts go 1-1, while Kansas City goes 2-1. Okay, so another road trip. They go to Tampa Bay, but this time
McPherson on for the
Tampa
point
Bay
after.
that look iffy so far. They get beat down by Kansas City.
It's good, and they'll take a
They get beat down by
17-14
Kansas City.
lead.
Tampa Bay is wondering where
A
they're
heck of a
at.
play there defensively,
Kansas
getting the
City 3-1 at the
interception,
time.
navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another classic on Monday Night Football at Arrowhead. Chiefs, Raiders renewing that rivalry. Chiefs come up on top. They're 4-1. Raiders, they're just, what's going on? And the match that we've been, the game of the week that we all been looking for, Bills, Chiefs, Bills coming to town, and they
so they throw the pick six.
delivered. Bills delivered.
Now, as this one's
Unfortunately,
in the
it's the
air.
only time we'll see them play each other.
And that'll carry
No
over the
postseason
back
matchup
line of
this
the end
year.
zone for a touchback. Here's
So
the Kansas
Bills
City
hold the
offense now as
crucial
they get set to
tiebreaker
take
game.
over. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
They head out to San Francisco and take
that you
it
just throw the
and
pick six
demolish
and you come right back
the
out on the field.
49ers.
You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, "Oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it." All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to
that's the
atone.
last time they've lost. Was that
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six.
By the Chiefs. And
A
I
dump
mean,
down to
49ers were
McKinnon.
in a bad spot that time, too.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of
And
7
the
past the 30 to the
NFC
32.
championship game, and see how the
Just
Niners
about
people
every
where they are.
quarterback is trained to really look downfield first
But
before you come back
Chiefs
and make a nice safe throw.
unstoppable.
And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard
They
line here,
host
2nd
Titans.
and 3.
We've had their numbers the
Now
last few
they'll run it
seasons.
on the toss.
In overtime, they squeak out. They're 6-2.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
How about the job there on the
17.
outside? Shed the wide
At
receiver.
LA,
He
take
was
on
able to make the
Chargers.
tackle on the
They took
perimeter.
it out. This time, LA, the Rams come. Kansas City, they beat them.
The
So,
Chiefs on 3rd down.
Chiefs
A
are
perfect
sitting
3
at
for 3 as they
9-2.
look to keep
They're
that streak
cock of the
going.
walk,
This is 3rd
running
and
away
4.
in the AFC.
Throwing now
And
is
then they have to
Mahomes.
go
He's
to
got his
Cincinnati.
man, Valdez-Scantling.
They have to go to
And he will
Cincinnati.
have the Chiefs first down by about a yard.
And
It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
In this
Just taking the
rivalry,
defense is going to give you a third down. You're not
Um,
looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
let's see.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Okay.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last
Cincinnati
carry. Here's
loses
2nd
all-time
and 7.
series 18-14 now. They've won the last 3 games.
Here's
Last time
McKinnon on the
Cincinnati
draw.
lost.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we has them
prior
just
to
eat
that
up blocks,
season,
allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here,
But,
looking for 3
Cincinnati
yards to pick
owns
up the
this
first.
all-time series. We all know what happened last
Mahomes
2
looks to
times.
throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Chiefs
And
first
so
down
Joe
as they
Burrow
convert
just has
on
had
3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7
Chiefs numbers.
yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy
They
completion.
go to Cincinnati
We just saw
and then
one right
they
there on
lose.
3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit
Kansas
so
City was winning that
Yeah,
game
it's all about
24-17
timing
and in
and
the fourth
confidence.
quarter.
Quarterback sees
But
it,
a field
rips it.
goal
There you go.
early in the fourth and a touchdown midway gave the Bengals a lead and knocked down Kansas City, giving Cincinnati the tiebreaker in that scenario.
play
So
action.
they would
Now it's
tie
Mahomes
at the end of the
on
regular
the move
season.
to
They
his
would have
left.
the tiebreaker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But
Logan
then
Wilson, the one who
that
got
was
in there and
the
dropped him to
last
the
time.
ground.
That was the
That's
last
what
time
they have to
Kansas
do
City
more
has
defensively,
lost.
not just getting sacks. We have to keep
Cincinnati.
getting
So
in his face, not let him get his feet set and
Kansas City's
deliver.
been
He's been carving
looking
them
for
up
this
previously.
game, not
Yeah,
just
already
because of
has a
last
couple of
year's AFC
touchdown
championship,
passes. About time
but
they put a few
the last
grass
time they
stains
lost,
on that
They
jersey.
beat the Broncos, the Texans, the Seahawks, the Broncos, and the Raiders. And then get the number 1 seed in the AFC. And for the first time since expanding to 7 teams, the number 1 seed has won and will host the AFC Championship game.
After
Now,
the
on
sack,
the
it's
flip side,
2nd
how's
and
Cincinnati
19,
doing?
and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Well, Cincinnati in the offseason, we all know
here's
they
a
lost in the
handoff
Super
out of the
Bowl.
gun. And they only get a yard back there.
Heartbreaking
They'll be
loss.
left with a
It
third
was a
down
close
and
game,
long.
but just
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense.
Then,
And guess what?
Joe
Now you're getting
Burrow
ready to tee
has
off on their
appendicitis
quarterback because they have to
and
throw it all the
appendectomy.
time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Preseason.
Now on
But he's
third
ready
and
to go
long,
week
they'll
one.
look to throw.
Oh,
And
and
that's
they
going to
lose.
be
They lose in
incomplete.
overtime
The
against
coverage
their
too
division
good there.
rivals.
The contact
Pittsburgh
caught the
Steelers.
ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive
Then they go to
perspective,
Dallas,
they had
they go to
exactly
Dallas.
what you want
But it
anytime
wasn't
they want to
until
throw the
week
football.
three
There's
they
pressure
turned
on the
things around.
quarterback. They were
Beat
getting
the
after
Jets.
him, and they tightened down on the
And then a short
receivers
week
and
beat
forced the
Miami.
incompletion.
Then, turn things
On
around. Go
fourth
2-2. They
down,
drop
Tommy
one.
Townsend to
Baltimore
punt for
goes 2-3.
Kansas City. Back deep, Trent Taylor.
But then they bounce back, take on the weak NFC South by beating Cincinnati, or beat New Orleans, they beat Atlanta.
Following the punt
But then it's
return
Halloween
here,
night.
there was someone shaken up.
They
We'll
take on the
step
Browns
aside and get an
lose another
update when we
divisional
return
game.
to
They're
KC.
fourth within the division. They can't win division game if their life depends on them. Then they bounce back, take on another NFC South opponent, Carolina, beat the crap out of them. Finally, they turn things around in the AFC North, beat the Steelers. Okay, they take on the Titans next week, beat them. And
The
then
Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a
that
chip shot
loss
field goal.
to
And
the
when you go to
Browns.
the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the
They
offense not
lost to
too
the Browns.
It's a
It's their
balancing
last
act,
loss
isn't
this
it?
season.
Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6
They're 4-4,
points.
they're
But
in
also have
5
to remember, they did
But
put
then they
points
would
on the
beat the
board.
Steelers, beat the Titans, beat
And
the
in this
Chiefs,
league,
beat the Browns,
you take points when you can get them.
the
Not
Buccaneers,
easily done.
beat New England.
8 yards the gain on that
Against
last
Buffalo,
run. Here's
scheduled for
second and a
Monday,
couple.
was canceled after the Damar Hamlin
Off
incident.
the play fake. Here's Burrow.
But
And
then they
that
beat
is
Baltimore
incomplete.
to secure the North. Yes, no.
And he already found his guy.
They play them next week in the wild round, beat them, and then you just saw what happened
As you alluded to,
against
it's that
Buffalo.
touchdown
They're
throw
really
there, trying to keep
AFC
them in the rhythm.
Championship. Cincinnati.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's see.
They're passing here.
They've
Joe
won 10 in a
Burrow.
row now.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And
There's
he's
only
going to
one other
have the
team that has a
Bengals
longer
first
win
down
streak
as they're
than
able
them,
to
and
convert
that's
by plenty there on
San
3rd and
Francisco.
1.
Who's at
Would it
12.
be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL,
So there you have
maybe
it.
they're not
That's
quite
how
as
we got
precise
here.
in college ball?
Now let's
That's
take a look at
accurate,
some
yeah.
AFC
And I think
Championship.
we saw a college
Oh,
route in the NFL
but-
there. Just find the soft spot, find
Yeah.
the dead zone, and
We'll
find
look
the
at some
first
AFC
down. And
Championship
that's what he just
stats.
did.
Do this all the time right now. They play for the Lamar Hunt Trophy,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
which is
A
named
quick
after
throw there, going to be
the
batted
owner and
away,
founder of
incomplete.
the
Quarterbacks
Kansas
work
City
all the
Chiefs.
time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this
And the
case,
founder of the
he just
NFL
stared the
as well.
receiver down. That allowed for excellent
Otherwise, we
coverage,
wouldn't have the
able to knock
NFL,
that one away.
Or we wouldn't have the Super Bowl. League is, man.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Is granddaughter going to turn?
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
American soccer.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's the owner of the Kansas
He's
City
taken
River,
down.
second
Cheap
in
sack.
Sporting
It was
Kansas City.
Frank Clark that time who got him there to bring him down.
But every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to
Why would you try a 70-yard field goal?
That is obviously no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Yes,
Well,
he did.
that's one way to put it.
Coined the term Super Bowl in 1966. He then
KC's offense ready to take over.
For the championship
They
game
had a long
between the two
drive
leagues.
going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
25-6,
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, knowing where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to it.
Like when you're organized with your
Although the
points. Well done.
owners decided to, on the AFL,
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
pick
And he gets it down a yard or two
Super
shy
Bowl.
of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's become official beginning.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield.
Okay,
You come
anyways,
out
that's
and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they
AFC
did.
championship.
Little
Trophies
screen
named
pass,
after him.
backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
Why would you try 70-yard field goal attempt?
From the 31,
Especially against the
Mahomes.
Chiefs.
It's
I mean,
Kelsey
you know
on the
you're very
ground.
good. Anyways,
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just
Steelers
about every
have
play.
the most
And that makes
appearances
it
in the
easier for
AFC
the quarterback to
championship
pick him
at
out
16.
and
11
deliver.
of those games being in Pittsburgh, the most for either conference. The New England Patriots have won
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
8 straight. Yeah, okay, it's there.
On
Tom
play
Brady
action, it's Mahomes.
was
Open on the left side, this is Valdez
straight.
Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup
Only
of
thing we missed
14,
out,
and
yeah,
it moves
because
the
of
stick,
Kansas City.
sets up a first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal,
But they
expect them to
played
attack right
8
here
straight,
on this play.
and then missing. Tom Brady played 10 championship games.
From the
11
gun, it's
seasons,
Mahomes.
which is just ridiculous.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
At least one of Tom Brady or Ben Roethlisberger played in every championship game between 2003 and 2018, except for 2001. So that's all time. Then the Broncos and the Steelers are the only 2 AFC teams to appear in at least one AFC championship game in every decade since the 70s. So
They'll try to run this one in.
basically, when
Slipped one
the
tackle,
championship
but
game
no more
was
as he's
founded,
knocked to the deck
it
behind the
started
line
in
of scrimmage.
1970
Officially, it
season.
will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The
That's a really
Broncos
alert defense there because they saw
and
the
the
heavy
Steelers
look
have
come in
played
from the
at least
offense,
once
countered it with extra
those
linebackers
5
who brought a
years,
little bit of
those 5
speed
decades.
and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Geez, we're almost. No, this decade just started. And that's the thing. Well, I'll find out in a minute.
The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now here's Mahomes.
Wide open, they have
And he's
3 big
got
ones.
in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I think he was going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Butker on for the PAT.
So the first ever AFC championship game.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
The Baltimore Colts versus the Oakland
6
Raiders.
plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And it won't be until 1972 where the Steelers would play in their first AFC championship game. But we know how the Steelers did in that decade. And it wouldn't be until 77 until Denver played in their first AFC Championship game. But then anyways, well, after the 70s, the Steelers wouldn't make it back to the Super Bowl.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their last AFC Championship game, 79.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Hometown hero.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3.
And it
didn't go
like
through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on and win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nice.
In the 90s, they went back.
I did. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I do believe. Look at. So, like I said before,
an option handoff here to Mixon.
2011,
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They lost the Ravens.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
They lost the Broncos.
Now it's Burrow.
They beat the Steelers.
He's got his big tight end. That's
Hurst.
Hurst. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Those two franchises need to turn around if they want to make it another championship appearance prior to 2029. But then New England faced Jacksonville.
Down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
2018. That's ironic. Now 2018 is the last year that the Patriots have made to the championship game. And that's the first year.
Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there, maybe to pin them back. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Chiefs, on the other hand, have been to 5 AFC championships.
Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a
And
powerful arm. It's the
they've
number
won 2
one thing they look for in a quarterback.
Because they were the last AFL
routes,
rated.
and you need
They
to
were
put
the
some
last
heat on
AFL
it.
champions
It helps have the
before the
big
merger.
gun. In this case, just a little bit too
So
much.
they never got.
After the incompletion,
they got
here's
to
2nd and 10 from the 20.
The first AFC championship appearance was, I think, 93 with Joe Montana.
Mahomes going to throw.
Is that 93 or is that 92?
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's
That was
getting
93 and
he'll
that's
get this one
Buffalo.
right up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ironically, so that would be the last time those two teams have won playoff games, I think. It was 93. Something along those lines. I'm trying to make something that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And now Cincinnati twice.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
And this
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And they've only played 4 teams. Cincinnati,
they'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Okay, Cincinnati, they beat San Diego back in '81. That was in the
Mahomes
Freezer
to
Bowl.
throw once more. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And
this is taken in at the 5. A big play there
they
just
go
before
back and they go 7 years later.
43 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
And he lost twice. Once to Cincinnati and once to Kansas City. And they had that 4 straight.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
The Raiders, the Broncos,
looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Steelers are 8-8 with 16 appearances. New England 11-4. Obviously,
first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Houston has never appeared in the
Mahomes now to throw.
Game, so on and so forth.
Flushed out right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
With 4 seconds, no. You won't have a chance for a short completion. There's time runs
air
out.
This one out for Boyd.
Well, they should have tried that 70-yard field goal.
So we have reached halftime
trails by 11
and a half contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
That's one of the rare ones.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. But only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate is going up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Yep, all those now preseason predictions of picking Buffalo to win the Super Bowl are out the window.
After the field goal, here's Bunker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I mean, it's going to be a whole
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed out at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by the length of the football for a first down. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Because this will affect who I think is going to win.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
I'm
2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy,
hard not to
who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They haven't lost to Kansas City in years.
2nd down, McKinnon. Ooh, the juke.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Management at quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch,
it is.
but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
And, you know, that was extra chip
From
on
the shotgun,
Cincinnati's
Joe
shoulder.
Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They had to.
No resistance by the defense on this drive alone.
Crazy,
3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
You suckers out there buying that neutral site ticket, you better hope you get a refund. Because
they will throw on first down with Burrow. And again, that's Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line
there was still a
here.
possibility Cincinnati.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Tiebreaker overall because they would have beaten both of them. Right, yeah, yes. And I mean, this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Cincinnati, but we don't know that because if Cincinnati has the number 1 seed,
zone here, they'll
they
look
would have
to
the bye.
throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Divisional round
Perfect
again.
defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Play yesterday in this game against
Putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is
give me confidence that Cincinnati can go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs yet again, especially on a one-legged Mahomes. And they just have Kansas City's number. But yet Buffalo just... Buffalo
so
chokes.
that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And to be honest, I think what it played a factor in that game against
and they got to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Because
when I was a kid, all I wanted was a
it was just a cold day. No snow, good traction. I think Buffalo wins that game.
They covered well, allowed for the sack.
So you
Those were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's not pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
But the snow played a factor. Cincinnati was able to play in it, Buffalo couldn't.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This from 44 yards away.
70.
McPherson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Yeah, well, and that was the funny thing is, in last week's simulation between Buffalo and Cincinnati was able to make a comeback, but fell short because they couldn't recover the second onside kick.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they have no one in the backfield.
Now here's Mahomes.
I truly think
got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And, protect Mahomes. One-legged man is hobbling. So, I mean...
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Third quarter.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I wouldn't
give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
The drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
I mean, I saw a post saying, okay, Andy Reid, former
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Reid.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Yeah.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Defense coordinators throughout the
handoff, it's McKinnon, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On that staff.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Ironically for the 49ers.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Butker on for the PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
This is going to be a long
and he's up past the 20
to
the 22-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Mixing up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Burrow. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Big guy, go for it.
But that was certainly an aggressive call, an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They go for an onside kick, or are they going to kick it away? That's the question. With 6:09 left, they...
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That's going to take 40 seconds off.
35.
So,
56 yards rushing.
As we're nearly in the game.
Now on 14 carries. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to
2
start
games
this
left.
drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Everyone says how much they love that, and then like they bring back the skill competition.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I mean, I do feel like there should be a little breathing room. But
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The NFL ends. So, good for them. Hopefully they can get through.
They'll go with the
third time's a charm,
right? And across midfield
I think when Excel came back, when Excel started, it was okay. They were trying to do something different.
You got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Bankrupt.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And experimenting with it, so looking forward to it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes.
3 weeks.
To the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
But do it now. I'll say it in this game. I'll say it in the other video. My picks to win championship Sunday.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Giving 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Starting to look like this drive it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
But I'll make that pick after I do this one. We already know who has won.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he works his way
45,
forward
27.
to pick up 4 yards there.
I don't see it being
Logan Wilson that time there to bring it down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
When you get down to the nitty-gritty.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go draw play to McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And I
2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Their top 3 teams are Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's going to be it.
Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
But anyways,
he'll be taken down, but he does have first
6 touchdowns, almost 400 yards, and no. Mahomes ain't going to do that.
And as a result, the drive continues. He's been the go-to
my
guy.
honest opinion, because of Mahomes' injury,
Doesn't matter whether they scouted him or whether they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Can't see before. They've been in this position before. Give me Kansas City to lose again. Cincinnati's going to win the AFC Championship game once again on Kansas City's home turf.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Give me the Bengals.
And he's able to
and on the flip side,
the 2-yard line.
if I just took the hottest team on the AFC side, I'm taking the hottest team on the NFC side. Give me San Francisco over Philly.
That puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And we're going to see a rematch of the Bengals, 49ers in the Super Bowl, and can Cincinnati finally get past their demons? We'll find out. So there you go, there you have it.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up
Men is predicting Kansas City's going to steamroll Cincinnati. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a closer game. I think Cincinnati's going to get the W. Find out. It's all said and done.
This type of atmosphere, all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly.
Just because the Mahomes factor is hurt, I don't think Chad Henne can pull up the upset. So there you have it. Kansas City wins, Cincinnati loses, Kansas City gets back to the Super Bowl. So thanks for watching this. Make sure you watch the NFC Championship preview. And next time after that, it's Super Bowl 57 out in the desert. So thanks for watching. Until then, adios muchachos.